Good morning and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts, and we're going to do the Asda to the Balmoral section of the A1. So we're just manoeuvring out of Asda at the moment. The sun's just rising in Edinburgh at the moment, and at this roundabout we're going to be turning left and rejoining the A1. Now turned on to Milton Link. We're at the traffic lights ahead. We'll be turning left to continue onto the A1. If you were to go straight over, you'd head towards Portobello and Leith, and if you were to turn right at the traffic lights, you would head down towards Musselburgh. This is up ahead. You can see the view of Arthur's Seat, which is part of Holyrood Park. Coming up on the right hand side of the road, this white modern building here is the new Portobello High School. This recently opened in the last few years to pupils, because of the old site just about a mile down the road was deemed unfit. Coming up to a set of traffic lights, and we're going to continue straight over onto the A1. Up ahead, the road sweeps round to the right, but you can pick up just as the road sweeps round to the right, there's what looks like a wall and an entrance to Duddingston House. Come up to Duddingston Crossroads. Up ahead you want to stay in the right hand lane to continue going on the A1. If you were to go left, you would head towards the historic Duddingston Kirk. If you were to go right, you'd head down towards Portobello. We're now entering the area of Northfield and Willowbray, and the A1 starts to climb up the brae. And as we pass that Tesco Express garage there, that's your last stop on the A1 for fuel. Now it's coming down the brae. Now coming into the area known as Jocks Lodge and Meadowbank. On the right we've got Willowbray Parish Church, formerly known as New Wrestlerig Parish Church. And on the pub on the right hand side, the Barrel House and Grill, was formerly known as the Jocks Lodge. The building on the right hand side of me is Meadowbank House in St Margaret's House. That is home to Registers of Scotland. And the modern building coming up on the right hand side is Meadowbank's Sports Centre. This is currently being redeveloped. There has been a sports centre here since the 50s. It was formerly known as the Edinburgh Monarch Speedway Track, and Leaf Athletic Football Club used to play here. And this stadium here has also hosted the Commonwealth Games in 1970 and 1986. But as I stated, it had been knocked down, and this modern structure has replaced the old stadium. One thing to note in Edinburgh is the buses are either red or green. This has been the case for many a year. Red buses, a few years ago, donated that it was the council buses, or owned by the council buses. Lothian buses are Lothian Regional Transport, and the green buses once upon a time was for First Bus or SMT. But now formerly Lothian Buses now owns East Coast Buses, who took over from the First Bus routes. We're now into Abbeyhill. And we're going to follow the road off. The road veers off to the left as we head up Montrose Terrace, taking us onto Abbey Mount. At the crossroads here, you can veer off to go towards Holyrood Palace, or you can turn right to head down towards Easter Road, or the second right will take you down towards Leith. And we're now on Regent Road. We're getting close to the end of A1. Regent Road offers fantastic views of Arthur's Seat and Salisbury Crags, and as well as Dynamic Earth and the Scottish Parliament. It's amazing to think that the last part of the A1 into town on a quiet Sunday morning can take you 10 minutes. The building on the right hand side of me, it was formerly known as the Old Royal High School of Edinburgh. It's currently laying empty, but this was also considered as the Parliament was going to be before we built the new Scottish Parliament down in Holyrood. The building up ahead, just on the left hand side, is St Andrew's House. That is where the First Minister would hold her coronavirus briefings. We're now coming into Edinburgh city centre. Up ahead you can see the end of the A1, which is the Balmoral Hotel with the clock tower. The clock is always a few minutes fast. This was to allow for passengers to make their train and know that they'd have extra time to make their train. Behind the Balmoral you can see the Scott Monument. We're just going to pull up outside the Balmoral Hotel, because we're going to have to turn the car back in a minute or two. But this is the end of the A1.